Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversation. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Don't see what's yours for the taking tonight. Ooh, show me your soul, baby. I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Can't you see it's way past time? How explicit do I have to be? I mean, I spell it out before you get it, baby. Show me your soul, and honey, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Okay, I can be goofy. It's Giving Tuesday. Yay, it's Giving Tuesday. I love Giving Tuesday almost as much as I love Sweetest Day. Did you know that Sweetest Day actually originated? The premise was to go to orphanages and give candy and toys to orphans. And that's how it began. And then they commercialized it. Now it's just another off-brand Valentine's Day. But Brian and I, my husband, we started a tradition where we go on Sweetest Day and we go to like the shelters, go to one shelter, not a bunch. We just go to one and do that. We take candy and little gifts to the kids there. And yeah, Sweetest Day. So it's Giving Tuesday. We're going to talk about that a little bit today. And we have a guy here today who has done a lot of giving. We're going to talk about that. What do you think of Giving Tuesday? Did you even know it was Giving Tuesday a Put it in the comments. Did you? It's only been around since, I believe, 2012, but we're going to get to that. But before we do, I want to say good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on the planet. Well, wait a minute. Maybe Fiji. I'm just saying. If it wasn't for Fiji, though, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than right here with you. So, and why is that? Why, you may ask? Because it is the actual fulfillment of my favorite promise from What is Greater Than. The one that promises when two or more of us with the same mindset, the same spirit of giving, the same heart, those of us who were literally cut from the same bolts of cloth, when we come together, absolutely miraculous things happen. And I just love that. Don't you? Can I get an amen? All right, then. Hey, you guys, again, thank everybody. Thanks for all the support over the last few months in that international, if it don't even sound right coming out of my mouth, international male cover model contest, which I did not want to do. But since this wonderful magazine, Heart of Hollywood, had gifted Bathrobe Moments, not me, don't get it twisted, Bathrobe Moments. When they called, they said, we want to put Bathrobe Moments on the back of our magazine for the next 2 years. And here it is. This is like the 4th month right here. And we have a holiday issue coming out for January. Can't wait. But guess what? January, we're making history yet again. Back in August, we were July and August, the very first LGBT, first African-American male on the cover of Shift magazine. And next month, we're going to be the first LGBT, first African-American man on the cover of Heart of Hollywood magazine, but also the first person ever, are you ready? That graced the front and the back of the same magazine. Is God good or what, right? Let me tell you something. This is all stuff that I'm going to hang around my assisted living, my nurse at home room, whatever, one day and go back and just look. That's what I want to look at when it's time to go to the upper room. I want to look at the manifestation of purpose. You know, I'm going to tell y'all one more time before we get started today. Everything you do, that means everything you think, everything you speak, everything you actually do, you have one thing you need to do to lock your place in history. And that is mean it. Why? Because the moment we mean something, I mean it. When you mean it, it instantly starts becoming meaningful for others or something somewhere in this universe. So whatever you do, cross your T's, dot your I's, let your yays be yays and your no's be no's. And that's that. Okay. Hey, what about this variant thing? Omicron. Did you know this? I went checking this morning. Did you know that there are actually 7 variants of interest or concern? Now, I didn't know this. And I didn't know that these variants were being named. They're going through the Greek alphabet. Right. So, because I'm like, who's coming up with these names? Right. So here's a little stuff. Listen to this. Did you know this? And I got this from the WHO, the World Health Organization website. So you can decide whether it's reputable or not, but we got to look at stuff from somewhere. I didn't go to Wikipedia or the National Enquirer or Miss Jenkins around the corner that thinks she know everything. Just playing, Miss Jenkins. Don't beat me up when you see me walking. Don't come up here playing for real, because she'll cut you, Miss Jenkins. She's 83 years old, and trust me, don't cross her. Love you. So Alpha, the variant Alpha, actually they designated or named it December 18th of 2020. It surfaced in the UK in September of 2020. Then there was Beta, December 18th. It was named, and it showed its face, reared its head in South Africa in May of 2020. Then there was Gamma. They gave it its name, January 11th of 2021. It was born or showed up in Brazil in November of 2020. Then there was Delta. Now, that's when I started hearing about variants. I don't know about you, but I didn't hear about any of those others. I heard about Delta, and I was like, what's that? Right? April 4th of 2021, it was surfacing in India right around October of 2020. And then here she come. Oh, here she come. And I think Omicron is a woman variant. Don't ask me why. I can just sense it. November 26th, last week, the name was given. And this is what I found interesting, too. All those other places, they say exactly where it was discovered. In this case, Omicron, multiple countries in November of 2021. That's kind of concerning. And then, so those 5 are variants of interest. And then we have 2, of concern. And then we have 2 variants of interest, and that is Lambda. Or is that? No, Lambda. Lambda. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know my Greek. Lambda, given the name June 14th of 2021, discovered or identified in Peru of December of 2020, and then Mu, August 30th, they were naming it in 2021. It came about in Colombia, traced to Colombia in January of this year, 2021. So there you go. I thought I knew Delta, and now Omicron. Sounded like a Transformer name from one of the movies. Like it should come walking down the street. Please don't, Omicron. Please don't come down Smoky Court. Stay away from Smoky Court. So anyway, there you go. You guys get your information somewhere. Don't bury your head in the sand. Don't get on the gossip train. Listen, this is where you come inside to the IN words, where all those things that matter are kept. That's why they're on the inside. That's why they're internal. Listen, that is where your integrity, your insight, your intelligence, all those I words are inside here. And the only way they can go in a direction of fear or love is through the gift of invitation. There's an IN again. So whatever belief system you invite inside, know that it will live up to its name. So if you bring in fear, don't be surprised when you're scared shitless. If you bring in love, you'll know what to do with those people that are scared shitless. There you go. Okay. Who's here today? Ken Rochon. Yes, he is. Let me see. Well, I tried to find some dirt on him this morning, and he's lucky he's got that cute son of his. That's what kept me off his. I'm just kidding. I did. I looked around. I was trying to say, like, what can I show people that'll surprise them? Do you guys remember this? Remember a few years ago, I was in one of these books. I think a couple of them. Keep Smiling. Ken Rochon, I remember I met him at the inaugural Power of We Symposium in Chicago. You saw, speaking of, April 28th, we're back in Chicago for the second time after having gone to Atlanta in 2019, and of course took 2020 off. You know why. And got an award after that second one from the United Nations. The upper room, they did that. Yes, they did. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. I do that for my aunties, y'all, because they be like, you be talking about spiritual stuff. How come you don't say God's name no more? What, you done converted? And Christmas is coming. I can't get away from them. So anyway, Ken Rochon, you guys, keep smiling. It's not a book. It's not some clever branding ploy. It's a movement. For real. It is a real movement. And I love it. And Ken is responsible for the 2 people we had here yesterday. Remember, James Aquila and Michelle Mraz. They were both here. Remember, they had the dual events. One was yesterday. They had a great time. I heard about it. We're going to hear more. And there's one today, this afternoon, around 4 Eastern, I believe. If you're in the Dallas area, listen up, tune in. You know what? Put your hearts together. Put your hearts on the screen. Put them into the conversation. Get your questions, your comments ready. And or just, pour into us through here. We're here together, and that's all that matters. Guess what? Here he comes, Ken Rochon, y'all. Wait a minute. Ken, Dr. Smiley. I saw that when I was Googling you. Wait a minute. I know you didn't want to go to medical school.
I did not. I didn't even go to dental school. But okay. I did go to philosophical school.
Okay, Dr. Smiley, how'd that come about? You bought that online?
I don't know if you heard about a variant 0, COVID-19. It knocked out 300 plus events of mine, and I was sitting like this, and I thought I've always wanted to get my PhD, so I started looking into some programs, got my doctorate in philosophy with a subcategory of entrepreneurism. And entrepreneurism.
You think it's real?
It's real. It's the real deal.
How long did it take you, Ken?
It took me, hours-wise, it took me 400 hours, and it took me roughly 40,000 words thesis.
Okay,
which
so it
during the
ain't one of those
pandemic,
ones offline. Well, it
yeah,
could be,
exactly.
but it's
It
real.
was, yes. And every 3 months I submitted my work and got counseling and appraised. And I told them I knew you, and they pushed me through a lot quicker. They said, we're not letting anybody find dirt on you. You're going to go through this program clean as anything. Hey, I love the fact that you integrated some music into the COVID-19 strands. You had the lambada. I mean, that was a big hit.
I can't speak. I went to 12th grade. I don't have PhD like some people around here. So
We'll get you in the program. But I love the lambada, and I loved also that you said the Delta Amorosa is a woman. I like that one.
Omicron.
Uh-huh.
But it should be Omarosa. Remember her? Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Right?
goodness.
Right. I'm surprised she wasn't serving in the White House. She might have
Me
been,
too,
for all
me
we
too.
know. Right. So the thing is, the reason I said that about the doctor, because I've seen people online lately, like, has hit me up. Lauren, for XX amount of dollars, we'll give you an honorary doc. I'm like, I can't do that one. Or
Right.
that one, or the one that doctor, like you're a preacher.
Mm.
A lot of preachers say that they're that's good. If they like it, I love it, but just not me. Because I live with a PhD, and when people have done the work, they ain't trying to hang out with somebody with an honorary. They're not. So what? Let me ask you this. So you got a whole bunch of stuff knocked out. So you spent your time studying. What'd you do with this Keep Smiling movement during this time where a lot of people find it hard to smile?
Well, that is a story. That is a story, Lauren. So I was not able to pay some of my bills because events were my income. And so in December, I got my first eviction notice to leave my studio of 37 years. It's
What?
it's a 1,500 square foot place that you're gonna fall over. And if you don't fall over, you don't know math very well. I've spent over $500,000 to be in that little space for 35 years, over 500,000. And they treated me like I'd never paid them rent before. I was a brand new person leasing from them. So what came out of it, which I wouldn't have expected, but when God gives you these challenges, you can either quit or you can pray.
Dose of hope.
Dose of hope, and dose stands for dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and the dose is all going into your brain, whereas hope is coming out of your heart. And that came out of the pandemic too. My son was an author of 5 books.
That's part of your thesis.
Yes, and
Did
here's
you write about the Keep Smiling movement?
I did. This is my thesis basically right here. And anyone that wants a copy of it ebook wise, I'm happy to gift that to your audience.
Ooh, we like it.
Yeah, and I'll send you a signed copy, Lauren, because you are a very special person. In fact, I have not your book with me in Texas, but I do have it obviously at home. But I do have Dom Fawcett's Bald, Beautiful, and Bold book.
Wait a minute. You promised me the Bald, Beautiful.
Oh, you have it too. You have the 100 Made Men, but look at this. You're in Dom's. Remember that shot?
Who am I across from?
You are across from Kenneth Harvey, NFL.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm in there. Thank you. Well,
yeah, he's a good guy. And then, just before your page is Devin Harris, the guy from Cool Running.
Is that a movie?
It is.
Oh, I'm glad. I like
team.
the sandwich you've created.
Yeah, so it's a nice sandwich.
How do you go about where someone falls inside the book?
And I usually alphabetize by last name.
Wait a minute.
Do you know him?
That? Jason who? I don't know. Rip that page out. I'm kidding. That's my homeboy. That's my blood brother.
Well, that's when I knew I was in the right event, when I saw you two in the same place, giving all that hope to these people. And, you may want to rewrite your chapter because you're in the second volume of this, because I took your chapter from the 100 Made Men in Chicago.
Yeah.
And I moved it into here. So you're in the second chapter. And this is a pretty hefty book.
That looks like what telephone books used to look like.
Yeah. The good old 800 pages. That's the biggest book Amazon will print. 800 pages.
Now listen, everybody, get ready, because if you have not had your face, your smile featured in a Keep Smiling book, you must have been living under a rock somewhere. Right. I mean, remember, okay, this guy, John Tay
Tay.
Hall has been on the
Yep.
show 2 or 3 times. New daddy, doing great things. Motivational speaker, Harlem Globetrotter of past, and overall good guy. Short as hell, but he's tall in stature. That's my man, John Tay Hall, and that's just the beginning. Look at this. I've never met this guy, but I'd like to. Quincy Jones holding a Keep Smiling card, and look at this. Who's that?
Damon John.
Damon John's holding a card. You even hanging out with models.
Boy, you did some searching.
Yeah, tell everybody who that is.
That's Elle McPherson. I think she's the only model to be on Sports Illustrated 5 times cover. Now, the only other person that's going to grace 5 times is you. You're going to get on 5 covers and set a new world record too.
Yeah,
I mean, you're on your way.
Swimsuit issue. Trust me. Sure will. Trust me. And you know who was right on her tail? Or it tied her?
Who?
Diane Ireland.
Diane. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
As covers. Yeah.
Is she going to be at your Power We event?
I sure wish. From your mouth to God's ears. And there is another. This was one of my favorite ones, actually. Shift Happens.
Yes.
You know who you should have got. You know who you can. Oh, if you ever do another shift one, Harrison Klein. Because he has a thing called small shifts, big changes.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm very inclined to love people that have shift as part of their book title or their message, because they're really about saying negative is not working. We're moving to something else right now. And that's positive or powerful, courageous, love, etc. And
that ain't no bullshit.
That's right. Hey, I have something funny that happens a lot. Photographers shoot professionally in RAW format. And we have had some real difficulty with people during the pandemic, find a photographer or, sneaking and not find a photographer and then taking a picture with an iPhone or something. And they'll send it to me as a JPEG. And I'm thinking, wow, these books are just gorgeous. They need raw format so we can actually put them and print them. And it has been a really big education shift during the pandemic to teach.
Oh, because you had people submitting because you usually go and shoot them yourself.
Exactly. And so with me not going to over 300 events during that period of time, I said, hey, we're going to go virtual. You have a photographer friend, right? And then they would say yes. And then they would send a JPEG in that was kind of like, and they would also send pictures without the Keep Smiling card. I said, you do know this is a movement.
Without holding the card. Got to hold the card. So, hey, tell me something. Where are you? Remind everybody where you're at in the world.
Well, right now I'm in Dallas, Texas, but I live in DC, Maryland area, between Baltimore and DC. And, the Keep Smiling movement was generated to some degree because of Baltimore. Baltimore was winning a very bad record in the world of the most dangerous city, most homicides in the United States. They were they were the only city that ranked in the international scene number 25. So if you look up Google back, I don't know, 2017, Baltimore was the only city that actually was internationally ranked. Now we have some friendly cities like Philadelphia, St. Louis, and Detroit. I don't think Chicago's playing big on this one, but the homicide's a big issue. And we do believe that this movement will cause people to reflect and think, hey, if you change the light, you change the tone, you change your love message, keep smiling, etc., you're not going to have those feelings of violence. You're going to have those feelings of wanting to get along.
I agree. And now, wait a minute. Inquiring minds want to know, Ken, are you inside the Bald Beautiful book?
I am, of course. Of course. I mean,
what page? Who are you sandwiched in between?
I am next to Isaac Singleton. You know who he is? Okay, so there's me, and then Isaac Singleton. He's an actor.
Okay. He looks familiar.
Yeah, he's been in a couple of events you've been to. What I love about this is because it's alphabetized and the books constantly evolve. You never know who you're going to be next to. So it's
it's alphabetized. Okay. Now, why would somebody explain to the audience? Why would somebody contact you and say, "Hey, you know what, Ken? I want my own Keep Smiling book." Explain how this whole thing works.
So it's a marketing phenomenon that I became introduced to just on the pure math. So if you go into a compilation book. And we know there's lots of compilation books out there.
Oh, right? Yes.
And the average person says, I didn't read any of them. Like they get the book, they don't even read one chapter. The average person. Average person. Not
I'm saying have I been talking in my sleep? Because that's me. I'm not kidding. And I feel guilty about it all the time. But then I said, they didn't read my shit either. So
Yeah. So what I decided was, what if you had 100 people and you were able to say, these are the people I want to honor because they've inspired me. And the other ones I want to honor because they've supported my success.
Oh.
And I want to put them in a book, but you get to tell your inspirational story of how you became who you are. And what I found unequivocally is that anyone that's doing well in the world, they fought their way there. It was not gifted.
Hallelujah.
And so when, as much as the people in your book think they know you, when they read the story, they're like, holy S, I never knew he went through all that. Yeah. Okay. Well, holy snap. There we go.
Okay.
My son's going to be watching this. Now, come on.
How is he, by the way? He's grown.
Yeah, he's 8 years old now, and he's coming out with his 6th book, Kenny's Favorite Things About America. And he did his first book last June on his birthday. June 14th is Flag Day. And he came out with Kenny's Favorite Jokes, and it sold so many books, Lauren, and he got the entrepreneurial spirit. I mean,
now you know what everybody's thinking right now. He ain't wrote no book. Ken sat up there and did it. So tell the truth though, because I know for a fact that he did.
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. I'm happy to tell the truth because I knew that was going to be the first thing people say. Your dad's a publisher. He writes books. He did it for you. I'll tell you what I did do for him and what I didn't do for him. I did not write the book, and I did not find the content. Those are the two things I refused to do. Because if I found the content and I wrote the book, then it's not his, obviously.
It's not his.
But what I did do is I took all his content and I gave it to my team. And I said, make it look pretty. Now that I did do. And I did publish it, and I did make sure that grammaticals were brought back to his attention. And I did say, Kenny, I'm not publishing your book until you know half the content in here. If you go in the media and Lauren asked you, tell me something about plants, I don't want you saying
on page 12, Kenny, you were talking about something pretty interesting. Can you go on about that?
And is there an author that can do that? I love when I talk to an author. I say, I have your book right here. And they said, it's been a little while. What are you talking about?
Right. My book. Right. So I think it's great. I remember when I met you, I think he was if he was at the back of about to leave 4 into 5, or it was but he was just a little guy. And I saw a picture of him somewhere in your social not too long ago. And I was like, man, he's grown.
He has. I don't know what this is going to look like, but I do want to attempt it. I have the cutest picture of my son right here.
There he is.
And that's him going to school, 3rd grade. This is him closing his mouth. He won't smile. Now he's starting to smile, perking up.
Oh, you just got it. Oh, he's missing his teeth.
He's missing all of them.
I remember that picture. Oh, that's the best.
Yes. So
now, I remember. I wouldn't smile either.
And then here's the one just the other day when he got his haircut.
He looks great. He's so handsome. Looks just like his mom.
Yeah, exactly. For you take the average adult, you take that many teeth out of their head, you don't really have an adult that looks cute and handsome, but he pulled it off.
Only adult I know, 2 people that kind of look cute with no teeth, Red Skelton and Mom's Mabley.
Who's the other one?
Mom's Mabley. She was good. She used to crack me up when I was a little kid.
I would love to do a Keep Smiling book if it could. This would be a miracle if it could happen, because most people that are missing a tooth will not show their smile. They have inhibition.
That would be a good one. A Keep Smiling book with people that
toothless or missing teeth, and that would be because I think the best.
That's easy. All you got to do is head to the nearest meth area.
With you?
Of the methamphetamine. They lose all their teeth.
They do.
They do.
Yep.
And the people that do this, what's this called?
What is it? Oh, yeah.
Dippers.
Yep. Dippers. Hey, you bring up an interesting point, because a weird thing happened back in the day that I hired a guy. He'd done some time in prison. I think it was because he got a bad rap, but whatever it was, he got out. And he had a gold grill. Well, I think he took the hit for somebody else. He didn't want a rat. So I think that's what happened. So he was a photographer, and he had the gold grill, and underneath that gold grill was decay. I mean, it was a mess, and it gave him headaches. And a good-looking guy, definitely a high-spirited. And I felt so bad for him, because he would always there would always be prejudice and profiling on him for the rest of his life because of the gold grill. So I couldn't get him into weddings. I couldn't get him into corporate events. For 3 years, Lauren, I asked Dennis, hey, if you would look at this guy and give him a new set of teeth, it would give him the life he wants and give him a chance. So everyone not really interested, but finally I did a wedding for a dentist and he was a really super cool guy. And he says, if the guy inspires me, I'll do the work. $30,000 worth of work was done on this gentleman. His name's Donnell. And because he did that, that was my first story. And I made a Keith Smiley. I made a Keith Smiley.
Doctor pro bonoed?
He pro bonoed, yeah. I think it was just the expenses of the actual, which was very low. It was probably 1/30 of the cost.
Wow. That's awesome. There is a great story to kick off Giving Tuesday. We're here and we're going to talk about your two friends that you brought to the table yesterday for us, Michelle and James. And also, when we come back from this brief break, we're going to find out what this event this afternoon is and what brings you to Dallas. And I think you're going to be taking this movement to some other places. We got some intel on that yesterday, and we'll go deeper into that when we come back. You guys, there's a lot more show ahead, and we want you here for it. Get your comments and questions together. We'll be back in 1 minute.
I received this insight about a title called Prisoner of War. The book
Welcome back to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris. And Ethel, what is wrong with you? What are you doing? Huh? Well, okay then. Well, tell the people. Ethel wants to say hi and happy Giving Tuesday. All you had to do was ask. Anyway, she chose to butt in, so I'm choosing to do this. I put down the Diet Coke not so long ago, a few months ago, and I exchanged it for this, V8. And it's not just because they pay me. It's because it pays to do little things that create big changes, big shifts, right? Big changes came in the form of this can. 2 full servings of vegetables in every can. 60 calories is all, and it's 100% from pure vegetable juice concentrate. Easy to find. Just head down the juice aisle of your grocer and you'll find it in my store. It's right next to the Kool-Aid boxes. So do yourself a favor. Don't say, oops, I could have had a V8. Grab one and have one. Delicious, Lucy. Tastes just like candy. Yes, it does. Okay. Well, there it is. We're back with Ken. Hi, Ken. Welcome back.
So you got the big V8 sponsor. Congratulations.
Yeah. About 6 months now.
We got Southwest. We got Southwest Airlines for the Keep Smiling movement. Keep Smiling movement has Southwest Airlines.
And I have a friend. I forgot what is her name.
You gonna let that slide?
What?
Southwest Airlines is our sponsor. You gonna let that slide?
What's wrong with Southwest Airlines?
No, there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't know it yet. They don't know they're our sponsor yet.
Oh, because you're always on them?
Well, we're going to all these cities and we're going to mail a copy of the book to them every single week and say, thank you for letting us fly in your plane.
Well, you know what? That's what I was thinking about. I'm going to tell you, one of my speakers from the Power We Chicago, remember the deaf gal
Yes,
He's a
yes.
storyteller for Southwest Airlines.
Oh boy,
Yeah, I should put you in touch with her if I can
I would
remember her
love that.
name.
God bless. Thank you.
She used
Yes.
to live here in Naperville. She moved, but yeah, she's a storyteller for them. I'm gonna pull that up and get you in touch with her
Thank you,
because
Lauren.
they do that kind of stuff. Yeah. So we're back. We were talking about the Keep Smiling movement. We're here with Ken Rochon today, who is in Dallas because there's some things going on down there. Now later today, you're headed over. It's Michelle's
Yeah,
event.
Michelle Mraz and I
Talk
have
about it.
we have an event called the 100 Author Event, and we follow it with the Mover and Shaker event for a city. So we've done the Mover and Shaker event in Chicago a couple times, and
Okay.
I do want to address, Lauren, that you are an amazing connector because you have connected me some of the most amazing people in my movement, and a movement's stronger when you have people that are doing great things in the world, especially if your movement's about honoring them. So I want to thank you publicly for that, and I just want to say that people like you, I call a power of one. It's not just the power of we, it's the power of one because you're the one who has the vision and you attract people that say, I love that vision. We're going to turn it into something powerful. So I just want to acknowledge you in the air. You're one of my favorite people because you are not just a power of one, you are a connector on top of it. So beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful. Thank you.
thank you, Ken. And I'm gonna just say something about that because well, in the true spirit of Giving Tuesday, I know for me, that's how I won that contest. We had 10,300 and some votes at $1 a vote. And it's all because I want people that I love. I want the people that I love to meet the people that I love.
Yeah.
That's it. And it makes it just it's free. That's
It's not
another
only
thing
free,
about it. It's free, right?
yeah, it's free, but Lauren, it also is a reminder of the value you bring because the first thing that happens when you introduce two people that you love, they also talk about how much they love you, and there's a lot of synergy that happens, and then they think, "Gosh, how can I get back to Lauren for this wonderful connection?" It's not conditional; it's just all these amazing karma things come out of it.
Yeah, yeah. Really, well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. I wanted to I'm trying to peek over all this stuff I have. I wanted to take a look with everybody if we could uh about this Giving Tuesday thing. All right.
Bring it.
Just a couple seconds of it. Because I want to get your take on it and I want to hear from everybody out there. If you were, if you're not, if you are, if you have chosen something, some organization or some cause to make yours on Giving Tuesdays every year, I want to know what it is. I'm trying to learn more about this so Brian and I can select what we want to do to be a part of this. Because to be honest with you, I didn't know it was Giving Tuesday until I was on the treadmill this morning. I'm just keeping it real. So, but every day we get up and we look for the E and the R so we can become better and take great to greater, smart to smarter, bold to bolder. So I'm looking for that. Let's take a look at what they say. Here's a little something I found.
Between Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, you found some great shopping deals this season. But today is Giving Tuesday, a day we can pay it forward. It's a generosity movement that has people around the world helping one another since 2012. And this morning, I'm joined by Asha Curran, CEO of Giving Tuesday, to discuss the importance of giving now more than ever. Asha, welcome. It's so great to have you here.
Hi, Asha girl.
Having me. Walk us through this. How did Giving Tuesday start, and why is generosity so needed right now?
Giving Tuesday started in 2012 as a pretty simple and pretty US focused idea. 2 days of shopping, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and then a day to give back in whatever way felt meaningful to any person who engaged in it. And 9 years later, it is a global year-round generosity movement with this one huge day of celebration and an activity in 75 official countries and unofficially all over the world. And I think generosity is always important and people always want to show it, and it is universal and present everywhere. But yes, it is especially important right now. And
so, Ken?
Yes, you see all that generosity is generating smiles. All that generosity makes you feel good.
Exactly. And with all that's going on and has been going on, it's just really great because, everything's also, before, so many great things become bastardized. Bastardized? Is that right? Did I say it right?
That's close enough for government work.
right. You know what I'm saying? Just commercialized, and it's so nice to see something like this. So
Yes.
let me ask you: do you have a Giving Tuesday?
Well, this Dose of Hope has a component of you pay it forward. So you nominate someone you think, or not think, inspires you, and you want to give them the $36,000 gift. The reason it's $36,000 is because this will reach 10 million people. So
What's $36,000?
to be in this, the value, just the value, to reach 10 million people. Are you ready for this? You know PR. How much does PR cost?
Pamela Ruse?
No, PR.
Oh, Paul Ruskin.
Public relations.
Oh, yeah.
Nice guesses, though.
I know. I made that up.
I thought you were going to do Pete Rose next.
Who?
Pete Rose, the baseball player.
Oh, yeah, the one who got banned.
Yeah, that one.
Is he still banned?
I think so.
Oh,
on Giving Tuesday, let's unban him just today. All right.
Yeah. Let's give Pete some pros. Hi, Pete. You're not all bad.
So the pay it forward of Dose of Hope is that you give this gift to someone that belongs in the movement of giving hope. And as you know, there's some people that either need hope or know people that need hope. So we give this away to everybody. 10 million ebook copies we're going to be sending out.
Well, you know what's great about these books, if I'm going to be real and transparent, because I've used it for this. Smiles are like yawns. You know how you'll be sitting there minding your own business and somebody will yawn. Next thing you know, you're doing it. Smiles are like that.
Yes, they
Smiles are contagious. And
thank you for saying contagious. That was very cute.
You want to use that, don't you, in your mind? You already used it, don't you? That's why you said it like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. I almost believed I said it that way. You're good. Yeah. That's why you put these books still. And but smiles really are. And when you have one of these books laying around, especially like in your home or in your office or even in your car in the back seat, if kids ride back there, if somebody's having a bad day or not feeling like smiling, using all those muscles to go the other direction, and use 3 or 4 times more muscles than it does to do this, they start flipping through that book, they're bound to be smiling before they can get to page 5, and that's guaranteed. So, Ken, again, outside of your own product, hey, you guys take that off the screen. That is not nice. Ken, it's not.
Is that Ethel again?
Shameless plug. I'm talking about the guys in the back who put shameless plug on the screen. Because I didn't have nothing to do with it. Okay, it wasn't me. Shameless plug. But really, do you have what is your favorite give back thing today? And it doesn't have to be something we're aware of. If you can bring us into it, we'd love to know. Where is that? Do you have a thing in your heart for something, that people might not know about?
Well, there's 2. One is the secret of actually feeling happy. That's one. And then the other one is I always give my books away as ebooks, but I don't do it on Giving Tuesday. I do it on every day of the week. So, but the secret of actually, can I talk about the shift though?
So wait a minute. Are you still talking about these books of yours?
No. I'm talking about the secret of actually giving to yourself.
Okay, I'm watching you.
Okay, good. So when you're not in a good mood, you're frowning, and so your brain sees or experiences the frown and says, "Good, I'm sad. Okay, we're good." But if you smile, it confuses the brain. Even when you're in a bad mood, you're not happy. And the brain signals, oh, there's a smile down there. It must be happy. And so it shifts into happiness. And that's why when you're in a bad mood and you see someone else smile, you see their happiness and it shifts you because you smile and it goes up to your brain. You feel happy. It's a dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin.
Are you bullshitting me?
That's part of my doctorate, young man.
Wow. Oh, there it is again. Another
shameless plug.
Man, anytime he gives himself a plug, y'all, all of us will be in.
Hey, if you want to, you can say you heard it from Dr. Smiley.
I'm gonna hit the bell every time there's shameless. Let's just leave that up on the screen. I'm kidding. I kid. So do you remember where you were? First of all, how many years ago did the first Keep Smiling book come out?
It was 2015, Marketer's Cruise. I brought it.
Is that new?
It's that new. Now, I because Barry Shore is the person who handed me the card, and I was taking all these pictures. You know what's interesting about that?
Did you say Pauly Shore?
Barry Shore? Barry Shore, the...
Pauly's cousin?
Yeah, you probably.
When did he get out of jail? I don't even know him, y'all. Stop. Don't send him at me. I'm just kidding. Okay, go ahead. So you're sitting there.
Well, if you have marketing as get ready to put shameless plug, but this is actually an honest tip too. If you have marketing as a skill set, whatever you touch will be successful. It will be. So if you can get the marketing, if you don't have the marketing, you have to get the marketing behind your ideas. Otherwise, they're just secrets.
Right. Oh.
And so when people hear it's only been 5 years or 6 years, I know how much time. It's about 37,000 hours roughly, and it's a lot of marketing. But that's how you accelerate and get a movement to look like it's been around forever.
And there's a shift load. See how I got my.
I like that. I like that.
There's a shift load of these books. How many books are there now?
175. And when you have a movement, whether it be on a card or on a website, if you can come up with a slogan that drives it. So our slogan is "We amplify goodness."
Wait a minute. There's 175 books. Okay, look, I'm gonna start using my fingers to count. 175 books. You said it was 2000 when?
2015.
Sharon McQueen, get ready to do some math. 2015. What month of 2015?
It was roughly October, so near the end.
So 10 of 2015 till now, 175 books. How many books does that average out to be a month? Sharon McQueen,
So
do your magic.
So you are doing the average of the months. You're not doing the tipping point by Malcolm Gladwell, which is that the more a movement takes seed and you get more people to buy in. We have 22 chapters that were sent in this past week to be in Dose of Hope. So all those can be turned into books, just to give you an idea. So our aim is to get to 1,000 books by next year.
Wow. And is there a mission statement? There is. There's a mission for this movement. Tell everybody about that, Ken.
So the short one is we amplify goodness, but the one that's longer is we honor leaders who are causing positive messages, inspiring hope, and bringing community together. That's our real mission.
See? That's why I feel today is just the perfect day to have you here with us, Giving Tuesday, everyone. Here's a little bit more of from our good friends over at Wikipedia about Giving Tuesday. It's often stylized as hashtag Giving Tuesday, in case you want to throw that on all your postings today, for the purposes of hashtag activism. Yes, that is a real thing. It is a real thing. So it's the Tuesday every year right after Thanksgiving, but only in the United States. It's touted as a global generosity movement, which unleashes the power of people and organizations to transform their communities and the world. So all I say is, Wikipedia, I don't care if you do get a bad rep. I love what you have to say about Giving Tuesday. So let me ask you something. If people want to learn more about the Giving
Keep Smiling,
the Keep Smiling movement, what's the best way to go about doing that?
I would go to thekeepsmilingmovement.com. And there's a lot of freebies there, talk about giving. We get free cards in 30 languages, and we have all the books. You can download them for free. We're not trying to sell hope. We're trying to give it. And when you give hope, everything else gets taken care of.
How many languages can you say Keep Smiling in?
Oh, I can't say it in too many. I can say Siga sonriendo, which is Spanish.
Wait. We're going to play a game.
All right.
You say it, and I'm going to tell you what language it is.
Well, that's going to be a short game because I don't know too many of them.
Okay.
It's going to be a very short game. All right. I'm not going to tell you which one I'm going to do first, but I'm going to do the one that I just said again. Siga sonriendo.
Wait, you have to say it like you're there.
Siga sonriendo.
That's some kind of Spanish.
Good job. It is, I think it's Mexican Spanish.
Okay.
It's not Castile Spanish. All right. Guarde la salida.
What?
Guarde la salida.
That sounds Latin too.
It sounds French, doesn't it? A little bit. Well,
French say it.
Well, yeah, but
you gotta go like this if you do French. Everybody knows this.
Oh yeah.
After you say it.
Well, you know what I didn't do before.
This is Italian.
That's Italian, exactly. Now, when you say "I want to go to the hotel," everyone knows that's an American speaking French.
Okay, let me tell you something. You do not have a future with Rosetta Stone. I'm just saying. Okay, stick with the smiles. Enough of that game. Anyway,
that was the funnest game I've ever played on your show, though.
Okay, but you want to play another one? You got a couple minutes. You want to? No, seriously, a real one. Here, I got one. And but do you agree to really play?
if I don't have to pronounce French. And yeah, sure.
Okay, so here it is. You're gonna play. It's got to be a good one. It's got to be a good one. Okay, let's do this one. The Dreamscape Diaries. You have 60 seconds to summarize your most recent nocturnal dream. Tell us what it was about. Go ahead. Go.
I am not doing that one. That is X-rated. We're not doing that game.
Oh, well. Oh, okay.
All right. No, you want I can do the PG made up one though.
Yeah.
Okay. The PG made up one is I was traveling to the Taj Mahal with my son next year, and I saw the 8th wonder of the world for the first time.
What is the 8th wonder of the world?
Well, there are 8 wonders of the world, and the Taj Mahal is one of them. So this is educational. So we have Petra in Jordan. We have there's the Great China Wall. The China Wall is one of them.
Great Wall of China.
Great Wall of China. Yeah, sometimes we put it the other way around when we're still tired. And then how about Machu Picchu in Peru?
Oh,
not too bad. We have Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have the Statue of Liberty in the United States. I'm just kidding.
That's not one. So, but aren't the pyramids?
The pyramids, yes. Good job. You are really on it today.
Pyramids.
It's like we could play game shows together.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge is not in the top 8, but it is one of them. Yes. Good job.
It should be.
It should be. Oh, it's the Colosseum. The Colosseum of Rome.
That too. In the underwater, the water system.
Yeah. So exactly. So if you Google, there's the 8 wonders, and then there's the ones that didn't make the cut. Stonehenge is one of the ones in the top 20.
Okay. So Ken, 2022. Big year for a lot of people. The numbers, especially if you're into right. Do you know what 222 stands for in angel numbers, Ken?
I would love to hear. It does seem. Oh, good. You're going to Google it. It seems like it's the numbers of partnership and collaboration. It just seems like it.
I've heard, I should know, because 444 is not. Angel number 222 signifies a new beginning. We all have access to a powerful tool for creating our life experience, our mind. By choosing to focus on positive thoughts, you can create a different life. Angel number 222 tells you that your positive thoughts and visualizations are about to become reality.
Hey, did we play the game of where the event is tonight? Did we do that one already?
No, let's play it. Wait.
Let's play that game. Okay. So Michelle Mraz is picked a beautiful place called the Landon Winery in McKinney, Texas, which is north of Dallas by a little bit, about 20 minutes up.
McKinney, Texas.
And I want to give a shout out to my guy, James Aguila, who did a great job with TK Clune, who I'm going to introduce you to TK. That's going to be my give back to you on Giving Tuesday. TK Clune.
Yes, you were telling me about him.
He's a good guy. He brings very positive role models and leaders to events. So if you have a big event and you want to see some nice role models there that are doing good things, he can pick up the phone and have a lot of people get there. So he got
that golden Rolodex.
Yeah, he has a golden Rolodex. He probably brought about 40, 50 people. And these are all people you'll see in the Keep Smiling movement. We're so grateful to him. But I'm going to connect you to TK. And then James did just a marvelous job of creating a great space at the One Galleria, great food. A woman named Nina, she just gave her heart, and she did food for everybody there. And she's going to get a free ad in the back of the book. She didn't even know she was going to get this, but when people give, there's all kinds of things that happen that are just beautiful. So we're going to let
like a chain reaction.
Exactly. And then tonight we get to meet all these authors. The idea, as you know, because you're an author, is that when we're an author and we don't have a marketing system, we sometimes have a book that sits in our garage and we don't carry it with us. So I have this new book called the Amazon Review Club, and we are Amazon Review Club. I'll send it to you. And it is allowing people like yourself to send your book out as an electronic copy to people like me. I read it and I give a review on Amazon.
Oh.
So it's a club in that you can join the club and you can get free books. And when you get the free books, all you have to do is give a review on Amazon. We ask that if you don't have a positive thing to say, just skip that review. Just skip the review. because we're doing this to help authors get the word out about their genius or their brilliance.
Wow. And I just love, I'm telling you something. I loved
Michelle?
both guests yesterday. Names, nothing personal, but that Michelle, and it's not just because she's here.
She can sing a tune.
But it's true. Here's the info. Thank you for dropping it, Michelle. I just loved her. She has such a spirit, and her voice is like butter. I'm not kidding. There's another.
Well, she came up with a genius idea. She came up with a genius idea for this event. Most authors, when they go to a book show, there's not really interaction. So she turned it into a networking event where everyone goes up and gives a copy of the book to her, and we draw a book, and the winner of that book gets 10% of whatever that event did. So if that event did 10,000, that author gets $1,000 for that book, and they get 90 seconds to 2 minutes on stage to share why they did the book and what the book's about. So it's just a great forum for people to share their legacy.
I love it. I love it. And again, tonight, or actually, well, it's dark around 4:30 here, but this afternoon, 4:30 to 7:30 p.m., and that is Eastern Standard Time. If you're in the McKinney, Texas area, head over to the Landon Winery, and you'll be able to be a part of this great event tonight. Now, I heard rumor that you're moving this thing around the country. We've got a couple minutes left. Tell us where you're going to be next.
Well, the list is all over the place. We're going to be in Vegas next. We do want to plan the Chicago one on the bookends of your event, the Power We would like to do the movers and
April
shakers
28th.
Yep. Yeah. And so that's how we're picking it. We pick the people that we love and want to support their event. And then we go out and we create an event on both sides for movers and shakers of the city. As you know, the movers and shakers of the city cause the city to be powerful. How are we doing, Lauren?
I love that.
Was that Ethel?
The person runs out of stuff to say and they're like,
no, I had plenty of things to say. I was just wondering if you were off the air. Okay.
Okay.
So the movers and shakers are the people that actually make the city click, tick, and talk. It's the people that solve the problems, get behind the causes, inspire the community.
I want you, because I love you and I love your movement, give everybody a 30-second Jerry Springer Giving Tuesday moment, and then I'll come back and we'll take it out together.
Okay. So we believe that every single leader has hope that they can deliver to the world, and you have a story that when it's shared, you allow yourself to inspire someone else. So we have a template that's like a TED Talk that allows you to share your story of how you created who you are. And when you've created a who that you love, there's a purpose that comes out of that, and that is called your why. And from that why, you can create impact. If you're not inspired by your why, it's a choice you've made not to create a life you love. And I implore you, I encourage you to read these stories from all these beautiful leaders, because you can choose a life you love.
I think it's awesome. You guys, here again, head over to Eventbrite. Just type in 100 Author World Tour. Even if you don't put the dashes in, it's going to pull it up as a keyword search and find your way over to McKinney, Texas, if you're in that area today, or you might still have time to book a flight if you got it like that. Listen, Ken, it's always a pleasure. If you guys want to keep in touch with Ken, scrolling along the bottom is the best place to keepsmilingmovement.com. You can find out everything about the books that exist, and maybe even something on how you can make the next book exist. Listen, we're going to get out of here. I promise you, God willing, I'll be back tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Central. I'll meet you outside on the front porch, where our guest will be. Oh, Carrie Murray Beavers. She's here it comes. Senior moment leaving in 3, 2, 1. Soldier Girl Coffee. She fell ill a couple weeks ago, and she's back in full effect. She'll be here tomorrow to share her one. Wait till you hear this girl's story. A lot of military sexual trauma, and she's come back. She's got a coffee that is so big that she is being supported and sponsored by the Discovery Channel. So you're going to hear all about that. Yeah, dreams are coming true, y'all. Dreams are coming true. We are what are we going to do? We're crushing it, right, Ken, in 2022? How do you do that? You do it the same way you do it today at 2:22, tomorrow at 2:22, in the middle of the night at 2:22. Here's what you do. Whatever you do, mean it. The minute you mean it, it becomes meaningful somewhere in the universe. Take your world to the next level by being purposeful. Going to let that hang for a minute. So get up every day and know that you're already great. Find one E and one R. Go from great to greater. bright to brighter, strong to stronger, and bold to bolder. That's all we have to do. Get out and love up on somebody today. Make the world a better place by giving away a little bit of yourself. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Ken. We'll see you all next time on your next episode of Bathrobe Moments. Bye-bye now.